Alright, so who we here with today, man?
Yo, man, stay. Y'all here we got down. One of the goddamn hardest artists in the A. One of the most skilled engineers. Mr. Flaw himself, man. Mr. Flaw. However you want to call him. F-L-A-W is not fly, it's flaw. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes, sir, Ski. Where you from, my boy?
from the east side. Shit. I'm born in Scottsdale, raised in like the Mount area. I really raised all over the east side for real. West side, Clark County. I didn't live almost everywhere type shit. Not everywhere, but almost like every side of town type shit. So I'm just in Atlanta. I'm just a native type shit. You see what I'm saying?
On gang. You say you're an artist and an engineer?
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. I started making music first. Then I kind of like rolled over into the engineering type shit. Engineering is actually like some shit I've been doing for like a year. I've been making music for like maybe like 4 or 5 type shit now. Like 4 years, going on 4 years, 5 years. Yeah, for sure. Well, nah, I ain't gonna flip though. I've been making music for like 4 or 5 years, but I've been like dropping music for like 2 years. I just started dropping music.
Why it take you so long to drop music?
I just real picky. That's how that shit is. Real picky. It took me a long time to drop because I was real picky. And then, like, I used to think that people slick, their ear was like trained to a certain thing, you know what I'm saying? And then like I had to figure out that people slick was looking for new sounds, and people still looking for new sounds to this day. Like people was looking for new music every day. Like people was constantly looking for new sounds because they getting sick of like the same shit. So it's like, once I figured that out, just started dropping that shit. Like fuck that shit. Like people start fucking with that shit. People be fucking with it. You know?
How would you describe your sound? I think I got a down south. Like you could tell I'm from the south. Like you could tell I'm from like Georgia or the south area. Period. You know what I'm saying? You could tell I'm from the south, but I got kind of like a up north kind of vibe to it at the same time. So it's kind of like, but some say it might feel like a Cali vibe. It really all depends on what you're listening to from Flaw, cause different sections of my music got different vibes to them. So I don't really know how to describe. I think I'm versatile. I guess that's the best way to describe it. Like I'm versatile. So I'm a vibe type artist. So whatever type of vibe you want or whatever type vibe you want to listen to, I probably got that shit. Like I probably, even if it don't even come from the lyrics, but it come from the type of beats that I'm using, or it come from the samples I might use, or it come from what I'm saying, or it come from, I might have women in the background singing or some shit, just something, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, however, I'm just real versatile. That's the best way to. Nah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, you being from the South and shit, like who's your inspirations in music? You ain't really got one.
I ain't got one.
For sure.
I ain't got one. And the reason I ain't got one is cause like, I mean, I ain't gonna flex, like this kind of like cliche, but I look up to Pop. But I don't look up to Pop because like, oh, he like one of the greatest artists I've seen. No, I don't look, that's not why I look up to the nigga. I look up to the nigga because the nigga was a fucking artist. You know what I'm saying? Like he got on some shit and like made the shit his. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when Pop got on that shit, you know Pop was on that shit. It's like, okay, cool, that's Pop. Like, okay. Like, he changed the whole vibe to the song. Even when you listen to the hook, after Pop come on, you jam into the hook totally different because he done created a whole different vibe to the song. It's like, I look up to that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Snoop, they not even from the South, but it's just like artist period. Cause I ain't really got no South influence. I mean, like, I fuck with like Future and, you know, like, of course, like the regular like Thug and shit, like the old Thug. I don't really listen to the new Thug, but the old Thug was my shit. I fuck with Future. I fuck with I fuck with a lot of underground artists like Yachty. I fuck with nigga named Zanotti. I fuck with goddamn nigga named Wicked Wild. I fuck with fucking who else I be fucking with? I'm trying to think. I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of like it's not mainstream artists that I get inspiration from. If I'm gonna get inspiration from a nigga, it's gonna be some shit that I can relate to on a everyday level. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like a lot of underground artists I might get inspiration from. Not inspiration to like make music, but inspiration like, okay, I see what you're saying, like facts, like, you know, agreeable type shit.
You said you didn't start dropping until about 2 years ago, right?
Facts.
Alright, so like, what would you say is like your most proudest moment or your most happiest drop, like so far?
It probably nothing new. I think nothing new was like nothing new. Like okay, boom, like nothing new was one of them songs I actually recorded that shit. I recorded that shit while I was in school type shit. Shout out to SAE. I just graduated. It's a fucking good ass school. Go fuck with them people, man. You know what I'm saying? Them fuck gonna get you right, man. Facts. SAE Atlanta. Fuck gonna get you right. But I made that shit while I was in school. And I don't even know what the fuck inspired that shit. I just know I fucked around and heard the beat and that shit like old school, kinda like, it kinda like, hold on, that shit ain't no, I ain't gonna turn on. That shit kinda like, it's kinda like, that shit just different. I gotta go listen to it. It's called Nothing New. That shit different though. It's OD different. So it's like, the vibe of that motherfucker was slick Cali, but it gave New York too. So it was like, I don't know, that shit was like, it's some old school type shit, but I made that shit my own. That shit crazy. But that shit hit a certain amount of views, and it was like, okay, cool. So now it's time to shoot a video to that shit. Now it's time to do this. Now it's time to do that. I think even coming up with that shit, like listening to that shit in the car before it even got mixed, like I'm listening to it, I'm like, damn, that shit go crazy, nigga. Like, bro, that shit go crazy. Like, or even performing for the first time, and people like, or even performing for the first time, and people fucking with that shit, like people gravitating towards that shit, like clapping and cheering on, like you get off the stage and coming up to you again, Instagram, hoe come to you again, Instagram. It's like, okay, cool, like, you know what I'm saying? Give you kind of inspiration to kind of keep going. You know what I'm saying? I feel like them was some of my proudest moments.
That's hard. Where can they listen to it at? Yeah, well.
Everywhere anywhere you got it, you nigga, it might come on your Pandora, and then you can go on YouTube, you can go on Spotify, you can go on fucking Tidal, nigga, you can go on Spinnerella if you want to, nigga. My mixtape on here, man.
Alright, so what was the process of creating Nothing New?
So boom. Nothing New came from fucking, I don't know. Okay, so boom, let me see, I'm trying to think of the process. Okay, so process came from me coming from school. I remember coming from school, boom, going and drilling myself the whole day on some shit like I gotta make a song, you know what I'm saying? Because I hadn't made no song in so long to him, like it was an OD long ass time. So I'm like, okay, you gotta make something, it gotta be hard. Like you can't leave the studio until you make some quality shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I was fucking with the old school vibe. I was in this era like old school music where I was actually fucking with beats like that was remind you of like either Cali beats or fucking like Griselda, like New York type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like old New York rap, you know what I'm saying? So I fucked around and I was drilling myself that whole day, and I had been in the thought process of making a hard ass song. Like you gotta make something that you gonna fuck with, that you can bump in the whip, but it gotta be this new vibe that you fucking with. So it's like, boom, I got the beats and shit. I got to listening to the beats, and that was like probably like the second beat. So I look over and I'm finna ask my brother, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it hard? This nigga sleep. So now I'm in this bit for myself at this point. I'm like, okay, cool. So now you got to, you know what I'm saying? You got your creative flow to yourself. You could just do whatever. So I fuck around, hooked up the mic and shit, did whatever, boom, I went to. And I fuck around, start freestyling. As soon as I hear the beat, I start freestyling that. I start like, I was like, staring at the world, trying to find space between these stars. Worst conditions brought the best in me. Hell, where I found my bars. Mama used to call his son a demon, knowing he a god like what's the antidote. Got people out here thinking that you're raw as hell, you a fucking joke. Reach on some I teach, cut them off niggas leech. Just be honest, do you fuck with me for now or where I'm going? But don't ask me where I'm going. Pray you miss me when I'm going, cause I didn't seen this shit before, this shit ain't nothing new. So then I hit that bitch, like it was like, I came back in, I just kept going, but I ain't never stopped, you know what I'm saying? I normally write, so I never wrote this shit. I really planned on listening to it and taking it back. I just wanted to get a concept for the song, you know what I'm saying? Then I fuck around just, these niggas don't want nothing new, but I fuck around that, like, if you hear the hook, it's really not no fucking hook, you know what I'm saying? It's just me saying nothing new and me goddamn, as I'm imagining shit to say, or I'm imagining how niggas don't do nothing new, I'm imagining shit, I'm kind of saying certain shit, and then going back into my thoughts, saying some shit, nothing new, and then saying some shit, nothing new, but it's broken up. I listen to that shit, I listen to it in my head, I'm like, what the fuck? I turn that shit up out loud in the speakers. I'm like, fuck, no, it ain't no way in hell I just did this, trying to freestyle that shit. And I just wrote the second bar that I wrote all the second shit like that. That little nigga pick your poison. I shoot my brother shoot. Scotty pimpin' Michael Jordan. I boot my brother boot. Ain't no way they can ignore this. On shrooms and Casamigos moving slower than a tortoise connected, but the hut on cordless. I wrote that shit. And it was like the inspiration from the second verse was on some shit. Like my brother had literally just woke up. That's why I implemented that. Little nigga pick your poison. I shoot my brother shoot. Scotty pimpin' Michael Jordan. I boot my brother boot. Like it was like, that's what was, I guess that's what was in front of me right then. So I just kind of implemented this nigga into the bar type shit. I just kind of like pick your poison, you know what I'm saying? You know, I shoot my brother shoot, Scotty pimpin' Michael Jordan. You can get either way. I boot my brother boot. Ain't no way they can ignore this. On shrooms and Casamigos, I was actually like on shrooms and Casamigos like a couple nights before, bro, and it was on some shit like that shit was crazy. That was a crazy ass trip. So it was on some shit like, I put that shit in a song because that was some shit the nigga was doing at the time, you know what I'm saying? So we were moving slower than the tortoise. I was moving slower, but I was connected to everything. Like, it's like I'm moving slow as fuck when I'm connected to everything. But to her, I'm cordless. I'm not connected to this bitch. It's like pawn, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I say, Scoop, why the hell you bail? We was supposed to be on the Forbes list. I almost lost my mind when you had died, but I couldn't afford it. So boom, my brother passed away my little brother passed away on my birthday when I turned like 19. When I turned 19, he passed away like a couple days before I turned 19, but we found out on my birthday. So it just fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I just try to like implement him into my music because he OD fuck with my music. Like he wanted to actually be a cameraman, which is crazy as fuck. He wanted to be a cameraman. That was like what he wanted to do, and he just never got to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just implement that shit. But I remember him telling me like, nah, bro, I want to shoot a video like this. I want to do this. I want to do that. You gotta do it like this. You gotta do it like. He was like real like heavy on my music. That nigga really liked my music. So I just always implement him on my songs, even if I'm just saying like how I feel about the situation, or if I'm saying like he might be here with me and I feel like he's saying this or whatever. Like, however I might implement that shit, I just put him in a song. I couldn't afford it. Go through way more than they see. Got a whole village behind me, but I feel this all on me. Shit, that's facts, nigga. I feel like anybody that's trying to chase their dreams, or anybody that got like weight on their shoulders about like the shit they want to do in their life, or that shit, the shit that they passionate about is important to them. They feel the same way. Like they might have a whole family. Even if you don't, you might not have like a whole support system, or some do. You got a whole support system. You got a village behind you, know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, nigga, your destiny's still on you. Like, what the fuck is you gonna do? You can have all the support in the world, but if you don't want to do nothing, shit ain't gonna never happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's all on you. And I say, Shango, please keep my head. Baba is fire at my feet. Shango, y'all can go look him up. He a Yoruba deity. And when you look him up, you'll kind of see why I said, please keep my head. Baba is fire at my feet. Baba mean father. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just connect that. Y'all own type of way, however y'all connect that. And that's really the whole process of that shit, bro. And then I remember this nigga waking up in the midst of me finna record the second verse, but I had already woke up. You know what I'm saying? I had already wrote it down. So at this point, I'm recording this shit. He finally waking up all the way. Like, oh, he hearing this shit. He like, bro, what the fuck is you writing, nigga? What is you recording? I play that shit. He like, man, hell nah. He like, go ahead and mix that shit, bro. You ain't even gotta, cause I was gonna try to add something else at the end, but that shit wasn't working out. So I was just like, fuck that shit. Boom. Went on to some other shit. Like, I went on to More Money, More Problems. It's called MMMP. That's what MMMP stand for. More Money, More Problems. That beat came from, that's a Cali vibe, period, point blank. That's a Cali vibe. That vibe is actually from Cali. My uncle was living in Cali at the time. He made the beat, sent it to me, so it got that whole flavor to it. Came when that bitch trimmed too. I ain't gonna flex. That motherfucker like some smooth shit. I don't know, man. I think there's really slick the vibe. There's, cause like my older shit, bro, it's kind of like hype. You know what I'm saying? But them two songs like Nothing New and More Money, More Problems is kind of like, they kind of chill, or they chill in their own way, or they pipe up in their own way. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the vibe that I'm slick on for real. Bro.
Hey, shit, I ain't gonna cap, and I'm fucking with it too. You know what I mean? That nothing new go crazy.
No. I feel like that's one of my best songs. That one, and people like Move Different.
Move Different?
Yeah, Move Different. That's some old shit. That's actually the first song that I dropped ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
and that shit the
song.
biggest.
Yeah, like people fucking with that song, and it's so crazy because I'm not gonna say that I don't fuck with it because it's hard. It's just not the vibe that I'm on right now at this specific moment, so I kind of look at it different. But people like that song, bro. People like, nah, you need to shoot video of this. Like, before you shoot video of anything, shoot video of this. And I got a song called Flaw. I ain't dropped that shit because it's with my cousin D Money, but he passed away, so I ain't never get to shoot the video. We ain't never get to drop the song, but that song right there itself, I feel like it's probably like top 3 in my heart song. It's just not dropped yet. It's called Flawless though. It's an unreleased.
Shit. So when do you plan on dropping it?
When I get to like, I want you to remember this now. I want y'all to remember this. I'm gonna drop Flawless when I get to 1,000 consistent fans. Now I'm saying consistent meaning like I'm their artist, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of their favorite artists. Like when I get that, I feel like it'll get the attention that it deserves, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like I can push that shit even if it's just from 1,000 fucking fans. Like you can push that shit 1,000 different fucking ways, literally. You know what I'm saying? You push that shit 1,000 different ways, so it ain't got no choice but to do what it gotta do. But I need 1,000 consistent fans so that I can push it the way I want to. Cause that song, like, it's special to me, number one, cause my cousin, and then it's cause it's hard. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't finna just drop that shit when I ain't got no fan base that I really want. You know?
Yeah. So like, you think that's like a timeless record, basically?
Facts. You know, I don't even feel like it's timeless, cause it's not even, cause for me to say that it's timeless, we say like, I mean, I'm kind of like thinking. Like, I'm talking about near future, because I don't plan on not having a 1,000 fucking, by the end of the year, I should have more than 1,000 fans. You know what I'm saying? So I should be dropping that shit before, like, slick before this time next year. Or no, I'm tripping this time next year. Like, before next year, like, maybe like winter. You know what I'm saying? Like, winter time, I might drop that shit. Or, I don't know though, cause it's a summer type of vibe song. I might drop it like next summer, shoot the video. I don't know how we gonna shoot the video cause the money going, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of shit that I gotta plan out, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain shit. That shit just.
Nah, I feel that. I understand that.
Hey, bro.
But shit, we gonna be looking forward to that record, goddamn.
That's facts.
You know what I mean?
That's facts.
And
Nigga might shoot a little short video to it or something, you know. He
Nah.
one of the realest that I ain't never met. That any nigga could ever meet. Any nigga that know him could probably say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the realest niggas. He ain't never got down capping no nigga about nothing. He ain't never did nothing. Nigga ain't fuck with unless he ain't fuck with you. And if he ain't fuck with you, then he ain't fuck with him for real. So it's like, shit, I don't know.
Shit like that. You know what I mean? what you see is what you got type shit.
Facts.
Yeah.
Maybe I ain't gonna keep him alive though. He made music himself though. His name Art Baby. You can look him up on YouTube. He was an artist himself. He was the same way about my music. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so persistent on that shit and making it. Cause like them two niggas was important to me, and they was like really adamant about me dropping my music and me like pushing my shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause they gave a fuck for real. So it's like, go check him out too. Run his streams up, feed his family shit. Bro.
What got you into engineering?
So my dad is an audio engineer, right? But he's a live sound engineer, so he do like concerts and shit. And I remember like going there as a child and just like seeing the board and seeing how him clicking shit and setting up mics and making mics work and shit, and me being interested in that type of shit because I was a music head. I always been a music. You know what I'm saying? Like I always love music. Like I love music. Like I always love music. So it's like. I think it was a mixture of that and plus like me being an artist myself and wanting to know how to work shit. You know what I'm saying? Going to the studio, seeing these niggas on the computer doing this, doing that, making my voice sound a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was really it. Like my pops, and then just me being an artist. Yeah, then just me being an artist, and I started fucking with that shit myself. Like. My partner came, he had his own computer and shit. And I just started fucking with the mixes that I was doing at home, you know what I'm saying? And I fucked around and been like, nigga had to do something with his life for real. Nigga was like, shit, nigga gotta do something. So I went to school for that shit. Nigga just fucked around and just buckled down, went to school. And I just learned how to do that shit. For sure. It been like a year and some change.
Flaw, so shit, tell the viewers, basically, like, who is Flaw? You know what I'm saying? The ones that want to get to know and understand you.
Okay, so boom. Type shit. I'm Flaw, goddamn. I'm not Flaw, but I'm Flaw, meaning, so Flaw is actually an acronym. It's FLAW, phase, losses account to, phase and losses account to win. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, every failure, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, my trials and tribulations, however my life then went, this how that shit played out. So I made this shit my name. Like, the losses and the failures that you feel like you had in your life end up actually accounting to wins. Like, you know what I'm saying? You take a certain amount of them bitches and eventually, like, it click and then you start winning because your mindset change, you know what I'm saying? Your behaviors change, however you wanna do it. Like it eventually the tables turn. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Flaw mean. Flaw as a person or as a creative, that nigga he a creative, bro. I feel like he a free spirit, you know what I'm saying? He not a free spirit as in free spirit, but as in like free as in like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas slick, do what he want to do. Nigga don't really too much fuck with rules. So that's really how he approaches artistry shit. Like, he outside of the box. You know what I'm saying? He might be a little different at times, but at the same time, like, if you just listen to the nigga, you'll see exactly what the fuck he's saying. You know what I'm saying? That's in life and in music, period. Like, shit. That's basically it, bro. He's just a creative. That's really all I am, bro. I don't really know that. You know, I ain't nothing else. I mean, like, I am other things, but as far as like what we talking about, bro, like, I'm just a creative, bro. That's the best way to describe him. A fucking creative. However that shit come, like music, fucking pictures, videos, nigga, fucking drawing, nigga, fucking, I don't know. However that shit come, dance. I mean, I don't dance personally, but I mean, shit. I don't mind people dancing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't just finna bust out dancing, you know what I'm saying? But nigga bust out, I'll pipe them up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't shitting on them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a creative, bro. That's why I say, like, I don't know.
I got a different type of vibe. I am an ATLian, if you know what that means. I'm kind of like that slick. What it remind you of? I'm kind of like a free spirit, bro. I don't know. I'm rare though. I can tell you that. Like,
Before we get out of here, what's one of your biggest goals in this music shit? Like before you could retire type shit, before you decide you done with this shit, what's one thing you gotta do before you hang it up?
That's a good ass fucking question. One thing I gotta do before I hang this shit up. I have to create a legendary fucking wave. I'm talking about this wave gotta be big as shit. It gotta be one of those waves that it couldn't be stopped even if it wanted to. And even if they do stop it, they don't stop it because it's too big. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like I want to touch. Like, you know how Michael Jackson, like, you know how that nigga went to Brody went to fucking Japan and had niggas falling out. Like, bro, like, niggas was like that bitch, like, niggas was like that bitch crying and shit for fucking Michael Jackson. He from America, bro. Like,
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this type shit. Like, nigga was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can play a song, nigga jamming, ODing to his shit. Like, it don't matter where you go. You can go to Africa, you can go to Japan, you can go to India, you know what I'm saying? You can go wherever. Like, nigga just gotta touch, like, every many people. I gotta touch, like, I gotta touch outside of the United States. A wave, though. I'm talking about the wave you gotta touch outside the United States. Like,
yeah, you gotta go global with it.
Yeah, like, when I go global and I'm solidified globally, like, I can go and show my face and people want me to kiss their babies and shit, then I know I made it. Like, I'm you know what I'm saying? Like, my music is getting played in every fucking continent. And I'm sleeping and waking up to like $1 million in streams, like on some shit. Like, that's when I know I can hang that shit up. It's like, okay, I did my part in this shit. Like, however, like, that's when I know I didn't literally inspire. I know I didn't inspire the whole new wave of rappers. I know I did. At that point, I know I did. It's no way in fuck. And they got inspired at least the whole fucking United States to do something, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, come on, bro. Like, that's basically what it is. It's just touching the fucking world, bro. Once I touch the world, I hang this shit up. They can have this shit.
Okay.
Facts. I go cook or something. I like to cook.
Yeah. But like, so what's your favorite dish to whip up?
See, I don't know, cause I don't eat meat, but I can cook meat though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it don't like whip up. I don't know. I like the grill. I like seafood. I fuck with seafood because I'm pescatarian, so anything seafood.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think. I don't know. I like Mexican food. I can go wherever, however, twin. That's what I'm saying. I'm a free spirit as an artist. I look at that creating too, so it's like shit.
Yeah.
However, I don't know what the fuck I nigga gonna cook. I don't know. Maybe I just have a food truck, go open some restaurants or some shit. I might travel. I don't know. I know I'm hanging this shit up eventually. Like, as soon as I touch the world, like, as soon as, like, I'm telling you, as soon as I hop on stage and niggas like, like, niggas falling down and shit, like, it's over with. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm straight. Because all they gonna do is try to kill me anyway.
Nah, 100, I feel you.
That's facts, nigga. I'm gonna get up there, nigga. Them niggas gonna try to kill me anyway. So that's might as well just go ahead and just handle the shit. Like, you can have the mic, bro. I'm good.
Tight shit,
I don't want to engineer. I don't want to write. I don't want to do nothing. I did my part in this shit. Y'all niggas got to deal with the niggas that come after me. Because niggas that come after me, they're not going to give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, but them niggas definitely not going to give a fuck. Because by then, it ain't going to be shit to lose, nigga.
I bet we gonna wrap this interview up then, nigga.
This is a good one. Actually, I gotta fuck with Gotti on the interviews, man. Fuck with Gotti on the interviews, man. Fuck with him.
Straight like that, man. You know I appreciate you doing this shit, bro.
Man, most definitely. I appreciate you, nigga. On God. It's the vibe, man.
Shit, love, nigga. Shit, alright, well, shit, we gonna get up out of here, man. Tell the viewers where to follow you at, type shit.
Follow me at FLAWKAPP_. It might be 2 underscores, but I think it's 1. It's one. It's one underscore. Follow me though. Get at me. Stream my music. Flaw. I'm actually finna change my rap name to Flaw, cause that's my actual name is Flaw. Flaw came from some whole other different shit. So, but for right now,
Look me up as Flaw Cap. FLAWKAPP.
Yes, sir. We up out of here then.
Shit, shot.